Hey, what's up? I'm at the Qigong class. It's right outside. Just taking a little break right now, but this is the same school where Jet Li and Donnie went, and back here is the right behind me is the Qigong training hall. They actually call it the Daoyin, which is originally what they used for to call Qigong. So we'll just take a little walk, explore the area a little bit. Get some looks on people, but they got some cool training halls here. This is actually the gymnastics stadium. I'm on the park right now, and figured I'd tell you a little bit more about Qigong, which I find is quite interesting, but based on some research though that I've done, it's actually one of the least popular meditation methods. There's yoga is by far the most popular, and then you got Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Reiki. All of those are more popular than Qigong, but I think Qigong is really a powerful method though for healing yourself. And the reason I think Qigong is not as popular as other energy practices is because it's, for many people when they're beginning, it seems more difficult and it's elusive, because everybody's trying to find that what does Qi feel like? And from the beginning, it's, when you haven't experienced it, it is almost like something that seems like it doesn't exist. It's kind of like people that say that can experience enlightenment. It's like, well, what the heck is enlightenment? You know, from everyday, ordinary life, it's kind of hard to say, oh yeah, like intellectually I can think about this and know that it's true. But no, it's a lot of these things you got to experience it before you realize it. But there are some basic practices that you can use in Qigong that are very external, but it's to get the energy flowing, whereas practices like yoga, it stretches and strengthens the body, and a lot of people do it because it's like a workout, and you can tone down and get lean, more flexible. But with Qigong, it's very soft movements. There isn't anything real physical, except for there are like a couple movements in some of the Tai Chi practices where it is more physical, or in the practice of hard Qigong. But in general, it is a very soft art, because you cultivate the energy internally and it's not externally. So there's the whole practice is really what's not observed, but it's what's felt. So I think that's why people have a harder time with Qigong. But actually, like, Qigong is paradoxically simple and easy to learn, but it's also very elusive. It's because the mind gets in the way, and a lot of people have trouble just sitting still and not thinking, just like empty their mind and then clear out all these thoughts that continue throughout the day. But if you can still your mind and just bring your awareness towards the feeling in your body, and just it's moving from a thought process or thinking into a very intuitive and feeling process. So it's a shift from thoughts to feeling, and that's what Qigong ultimately gets down to, is a really high degree of awareness of what's happening inside your body, and you can actually cultivate it so it becomes stronger, and the feeling in your awareness becomes a lot stronger. And it's quite remarkable because your mind can actually heal your body, and which many people know the placebo effect works, where they say is at least 1/3 is accounted for the placebo effect, but it's upwards of 50 to 75% of healing. And they've done studies where they've done a fake knee surgery, where they actually went in and did the surgery on the knee, and 2 years later they went and checked on them, and of course they were doing well. But then they also did on the fake knee surgery, where they just made the opening and then closed them back up, and they didn't do anything to treat them or any operation, but it was just because they believed it. It literally changed how they felt. Like their knee became better, and they were both, in both groups, they were equally as well healed. Now that's very remarkable, because that's a huge chunk of healing, of the healing process, is your mind. Well, you can purposefully do this in Qigong, because it's really hard to just believe something. Or when you believe something, you don't doubt it or you think it, you just believe it, right? But with the process in Qigong, you can use it to guide the feeling and energy, and it works along the same principles, where it's your mind, thoughts are influencing the energy field, your bioenergy, and your bioenergy then has an organizing effect on the physical self. And there's been actually a lot of science that's been doing some remarkable research into this area. For example, biophotons is recently have been proven, where the physicist Fritz Albert Popp used a photomultiplier he put organisms inside this little box, and they can detect that there's little particles of light energy being emitted out of organisms. And this photomultiplier is so strong that it could detect a single candle more than 7 miles away. So this light that's being emitted out of your body is not detectable to the naked eye, but under extreme magnifying effects, or you can observe it. And they are theorizing, because a lot of things, like when it's new, it's hard to prove it exactly, but there's a lot of research that's showing that your biophotons, the bioenergy, are what organizes your physical makeup. And I know from personal experience and from the teachings of Dr. Klinghardt that this is true. And so you really need to take it within yourself to practice it and then realize it. But we know that lost my train of thought here, but We know that like people that are stressed all the time develop ulcers. So this continual thought process affects the emotions, which then affects the physical body. But then you can also do it in a purposeful way where you're using mental imagery and intuition and awareness. You can guide this energy and make more use out of it, so you can actually apply the placebo effect. But anyways, that's just a quick tip about Qigong and energy healing, and I hope you got some good ideas out of it. It's just maybe I rambled a little bit and went here and there, but just talking off the cuff here, and well, let's check out the sunset. Looking pretty good. So yeah, that's it. Alright, well, we'll catch you next time. Alright, see you later.